Hi, everyone. I'm Christine Tulley, President and Executive Writing Coach at Defend and Publish, and welcome to episode 100, Holiday Gift Recommendations. It's that time of year at the end of 2022, and as always, we are going to go ahead and share some of our holiday gift recommendations for you or some writers on your list. And we usually try to pick a bunch of products, services, and unique ideas that might be something that could be extra, that could be added for the holidays. They might be things that can help you throughout the year, but I encourage you to take a look. So we do 10. It's kind of like a countdown, and I'm going to go ahead and share a screen with some pictures of these products and services. But if you don't have the slides up because you are listening to this as an audio version, I'll make sure I tell you what they are, and all the links will be in the show notes. So we'll go ahead and get started. The first, number 10, if we're doing a countdown from 10 to 1, number 10 is a car steering wheel desk. I've mentioned this on a previous episode about writing in your car. And what's shown on the screen at the moment is just a steering wheel desk. It's just a flat tray that hooks around your steering wheel that you can hook on and off very quickly, because this is obviously not something you're going to want to leave on your steering wheel all the time if you are a driver. So one of the things I like about this is at the moment in December of 2022, it's around $27 US dollars on Amazon. And I like it because as a parent, I do an awful lot of waiting in the car. I've mentioned this before, and this is something that a lot of times I feel like sitting in the car time is wasted for me if I'm, waiting for one of my children whose practices runs 10 minutes late, or I have to wait in a really long line to get a prescription or something like that. So why I like it is this way I can still work on my laptop and make sure that I still get a little bit of work done. So obviously this is not practical for everybody, especially if you don't have a car or if you're not driving. If you're living in a city and taking public transportation, this would not be the way to go. But for those of us that have to sit in the car a lot, I think this would be a really useful present if you're sitting and parked. Obviously, nobody wants to be using this while they're driving, but it's a unique gift. It's not very expensive, and I could see a lot of use for this. So I'm actually asking for one of these for Christmas, and I will try it out and let people know how it goes. So there's lots of other models, but this one appealed to me because there's no setup. You literally hook it around the steering wheel with 2 hooks, open it up, and you're good to go. So I will test it out and report back, but it looked like a good choice. Number 9 is a book by Beck Evans and Chris Smith that just came out. It is called Written: How to Keep Writing and Build a Habit That Lasts. Beck and Chris are very good friends of mine. They work for Prolifico, an organization that we've partnered with before that focuses on writing productivity and does a lot of research in that area. But this was a book I did not want to wait until the holidays to ask for. So I actually ordered it, and it is fabulous. So I encourage for anybody that's looking to restart a writing habit or just start fresh with writing, this is a great gift. The title Written can work for you if as an instructor working with graduate students who need writing support, a faculty developer, or if you're a student that's working on a dissertation at the moment. I can't recommend it enough. It really is, I think, a positive and realistic way to look at writing beyond standard advice, such as, write 500 words every day or something like that, because the goal is to get something written. Number 8 is an audio recording pen. So what I'm showing on the screen now is just one of many audio recording pens you can choose. I'll have a link to this one in the show notes because I tried to look for something that was reasonable in price with good reviews. And why you might want an audio recording pen is a scenario where you are in a meeting, you cannot type fast enough, you cannot use your laptop, but you need to take a lot of notes, and these notes are going to be really important later. One of our clients that I worked with is a dissertation student who just had a very tough time capturing advisor feedback because the PhD supervisor was the type of supervisor that liked to give a lot of verbal feedback, not a lot of written feedback. And it was a very detailed, and it was not the kind of feedback that could be captured by frantically typing or scribbling down notes. So the audio recording pen was really useful because the student could write some notes, but also play back the session. And the student did, and I would encourage everyone to do this, but if you're going to get an audio recording pen, please ask the person if you're going to record them. In this case, the student did, and the advisor was happy with that, because that way the student could listen to the feedback over and over and work on different parts of it. But I know I've also used this as a faculty member when I have been in a faculty meeting where it is not practical to have a laptop open or to take notes in that kind of a way. But there are so many follow-up steps or critical pieces of information that I know I need to hear again. So I will ask ahead of time and say, hey, does anybody care if I record this? I just want to make sure that I'm capturing this. And most audio pens come with a USB port to download into your laptop. And so in some cases, some of the pens will actually transcribe into type. There's different fonts and things like that. But for me, this was something that was really, really useful, just to have a handy way to very quickly record something in a hurry that wasn't, I don't want to say as rude as having a phone out, but also that I could keep writing with it at the same time. So for me, it was a win-win. I didn't have to worry about having my phone. I didn't have to worry about my phone going off if I was trying to record something. So what was on the screen for number 8 was a picture of an audio recording pen. I'll put a link to the one that I'm showing on screen in the show notes. This is not one I've actually tried, but the next time I need one, this is one that I was looking at purchasing. And there are many audio recording pens out there, but just a unique idea. This one, just for a price comparison, is almost it's about $39 on Amazon and US dollars. Number 7 is another great suggestion for a writer or reader in your life: custom bookends. I worked with a company to make defend and publish bookends for our past president and owner, Beth Hewitt, from a group called Bespoke 3D Printing there on Etsy. And I will have a link in the show notes. But I made her defend and publish bookends when I bought the company as a thank you. And one side says defend, one side says publish, and they're great bookends, and they turned out well, but I no longer have them in my possession. Otherwise, I would have taken a picture of them. But I can say, because I have actually ordered these bookends, it was a great present. I'm going to do another set for me saying something. The ones that they show in the picture on screen are of quotation marks, which would be really great for a writer, but motivational sayings, any kind of, I know my discipline is rhetoric and composition. I could see having a rhetoric side and a composition side. There's lots of great ways to do that. So custom bookends are number 7. Number 6 is a membership. So this is not a physical gift, but this would be a gift that keeps on giving all year round. Membership to the Textbook and Academic Authors Association. They are one of our podcast sponsors. I cannot speak highly enough about them. I talk about them in many of our episodes. And at the moment, they are giving a $10 off discount for a yearly membership. I do not remember the cost of the yearly membership, but it was, I will say this, cheaper than any of my other memberships to my professional organizations the last time that I renewed. And if you would like to get that $10 off, the discount code, this is in all caps with no spaces, is just TAADP10. All caps, no spaces. And if you put that in the coupon code area, you can get $10 off of your membership for the year. So we talk in all of our episodes coming for the next couple of months. Our episodes will all have a resource of the day from the Textbook and Academic Authors Association, but there's no way I could even feature them all because there are so many of them. Number 5, I got a little bit inspired because I happened to clean out an old box and I found a case of magnetic poetry. So depending if you're a certain age, magnetic poetry was a little bit of a rage, probably even before I went to graduate school, but it was still sticking around. And it was a little case of words that you could put together in different sentences on the refrigerator. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, that might be a great gift for somebody. And what I came to find out is, guess what? The magnetic poetry market has exploded. There are bunches of companies that do this. You can usually get a set for around $15 US, and you could get a set with words in your discipline. So there's, if in the picture that I'm showing on the right hand of the screen, there's mathematics words, there's ecology words, there's economics, there's just a plain old academic PhD word magnet set with words like H-index and Twitter and citation. And why this is great is, yes, it's a novelty item and could be just kind of fun for a writer to use on their fridge or some other magnetic surface. But the other thing I like about it is I actually think if you got the right set with some words, you could brainstorm some sentences while you're making your morning coffee in front of the refrigerator. So I know I am planning to revive magnetic poetry in my house. So my family members may not be as excited about this as I am. They don't know about it yet because it's just going to show up on our fridge one day. But this is something I think could be a really cool present and also a way to just manipulate words, keep thinking about writing in a fun, low stakes kind of a way. So you could send yourself a positive message on the fridge about writing for the day, a mantra, you could work out a sentence. These sets are really sophisticated and contain hundreds of words. So there would be a lot of different ways to play with this. So obviously a caveat, they are small. So anybody with, pets or small children, I might be careful with what set you get. Make sure it's high up. Just because I know from past experience, we've had a cat eat one of these magnets before. It's not a good idea. So make sure that you don't have anybody nearby that can do that. But number 5, magnetic poetry, and the sets that I'm showing are all on Etsy, but there are plenty of other ones. If you just Google magnetic poetry, you can find it. Okay, number 4, gift cards to hotels, Ubers, airlines, those sorts of things. As conferences come back face-to-face in many disciplines, they're even more expensive than they used to be. A lot of times registration fees have gone up because organizations have lost money over the past years. Flight travel is particularly expensive. Hotels have more taxes. They're expensive. And it's really expensive to go to a conference face-to-face, especially after not doing so for many years. So if you're looking to do this, this would be a great present to ask for yourself or for someone else, just to help with some of that academic travel. So those are just pictures of gift cards that I'm showing for number 4, but I would encourage an airline or a hotels.com or something like that could be used for lots of different things. Number 3, a lot of our writers complain about sitting in chairs and writing so long, and this I fully understand. I know we did an episode, which I will link to in the show notes, about getting your motion when staying in motion while you're working on writing. So thinking about different ways to write beyond just sitting in a chair. So that way you're not putting so much pressure on your body. But if you do have to sit in the chair, and many of us do, number 3, I'm just showing a seat cushion for lower back pain. And I'm showing a particular one on Amazon that one of our clients recommended to me that just said that they were, they had to sit in the chair for like 7 to 8 hours. They were, up against a deadline. And this was one that they recommended. And they said it was very, very helpful just to kind of ease that pressure on lower back. So again, this is a pretty low cost present. It's just about $15 for the one that I'm showing on Amazon. And I picked this one because this is the cushion that the client recommended to me, but there are many, many of these kinds of cushions. You may even have one around your house. So a lot of times they have contours in them to just help with back pain. So that's number 3. Number 2, my dad got me one of these, a desk lamp with a phone charging stand. And one of the things that's really exciting about this, it's a lamp with a charger built in, is that I love it that I have a place to put my phone when I go to my office where I know where it is. It's not in my purse. It's not in my laptop bag. It's not in my coat pocket. I continually lose my phone. I'm kind of notorious for that, but I also like it that it can charge my phone as I'm working, and it's kind of a place to park my phone. So I'm not really looking at it. I'm not distracted by it while I'm writing or doing other things. And there's 2 kinds that I've seen out there. There's 2 pictures I'm showing on the screen. One has an outlet and basically a holder to charge a phone. microphone, and another one actually has a built-in charger in the stand of the lamp. That's the type that I have. So those are two pictures that I'm showing. One has a picture from Walmart, one has a picture from Amazon. You can just look up desk lamp with a phone charger or a phone stand, and you can find these anywhere. I'm not recommending either one of these particular products. I just wanted to show two pictures and approximate cost. So both of these are under $38 to have both of them. And I have seen them cheaper, particularly with some of the specials around the holidays. And then number one, of course, I would be remiss if I did not promote our gift bundles from Defend and Publish. So what we have is a variety of different things you can give a writer in your life. We have brand new laptop stickers with a new design that I'll talk about in a future podcast episode. We have mugs. We have gift certificates for writing coaching hours. We have pens. So all of this can be packaged up and gift wrapped as we did last year. If you've been with us for a year as a client, we did gift wrapping and sent some goodies in the mail. This year, the stuff is much more exciting because it shows our new website design that is to come in 2023. But if you're interested in purchasing one of these for yourself or for a writer in your life, or you want to pass on the information so somebody can get one of these for you, we can custom design it. So within any budget that somebody wants, we can figure it out. So if somebody wants to give, 2 hours of writing coaching and a mug with all the goodies, that's fine. We do things like that. Or if somebody wants to do a gift certificate for more hours, we can do that as well. As a reminder, all of our hours at the moment are on special, and this is in 2022 until December 31st. All of our hours are are on sale for $10 off for each hour. And for anybody purchasing 20 hours, you only have to pay for 19. So you get 20 hours for free. So if you're interested in looking into that, you can email me, Christine at defendandpublish.com, and get a customized bundle in your budget. So if you say, this is the amount I'm looking to spend, we can set something up that way, or I can give you a couple of different options. But these are very, very popular for writers, and they do a lot of things. They give you some fun, cool laptop stickers. For those of you that are not looking at the picture on screen, the laptop stickers say article in progress is one, better scholarly writing is number two. And then there's a Defend and Publish and Lead bookmark that's kind of like a little black thing that looks like a bookmark. And then there's also a dissertation in progress. So you can have article in progress, dissertation in progress, both. And if you're not doing a dissertation because you already have a PhD and have been out for a while, these are great to give away to dissertation writers in your life. Also, for those of you that are supervising PhD students or faculty writers, I have had some inquiries about buying stickers to pass out at faculty gatherings and all that. I'm more than happy to do that. You can email me to find that out, Christine at defendandpublish.com. And then finally, I want to say something about our TAA resource of the day. So for the Textbook and Academic Authors Association, there is something that they offer called a month of motivation add-on. This is sort of a bonus holiday gift suggestion, but if you do look into purchasing a membership, you might consider purchasing a 1 month of motivation as part of it. And what this is basically accountability where you can get feedback, you can watch videos, you can get support structures and things like that, where you participate in guided support and some issues that authors struggle with. So there's a whole package in here. There are daily email messages that you can get, and maybe that's something that maybe you don't like daily emails. I normally don't, but for this kind of thing where I know I'm going to get one every day, it kind of sets the tone and a goal for the day. I also really like the idea of them sending a time tracking template as part of this month of motivation. People often can't sustain something that you have to do every day, but for a month of motivation, this would be a really great thing to add on for January of 2023. So this is another recommendation. So those are our holiday gift recommendations for December of 2022. So you can see these slides and find all the information and the links in the show notes if you're listening to this on audio only. But we will be celebrating our season 3 as a little teaser coming up in January of 2023 with a new look for the podcast and a soon to be new look for the website and some other things coming up. But all of our content as part of our episodes, so that we're at 100 episodes, I thought I should say something about this, will still be available for everyone to check out and look at some of our past episodes. So happy writing and happy holidays.